Here's a quick little audio as I'm getting ready to have a chat with you all and be in front of the camera. Haven't done this part before, but I am preparing my coffee, as you can tell, getting the milk and everything together because I need a little bit of inspiration as I am working on my mail, my snail mail, letters from Mama G. And coffee is the fuel that keeps me going, that's for sure. The coffee maker is actually from the garbage, and I found it. It was in its box, and I was just like, yes. Then I love percolated coffee. So I have a percolator that I got very inexpensively, and it works wonderfully. And to create my coffee every single morning. And yeah, so as we are going upstairs to the outside. Now that I made it outside, got my coffee. Let's have a chat. I don't know if this is the right sun. Maybe. I have to go this way. Ah. Come with me as I discover how to do all of this in the outdoors. So, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to create my snail mail journey. I got my little niche. The thing is, a lot of snail mail groups that have started are usually between the 25 and 35. Not my group. I'm not 25 to 35. I'm probably a wee bit past that stage. But my desire to do this is there. To discover, to connect is there. My audience, I might have a couple that are 25 to 35. Majority are over the age of 40. And many of them have been with me for some time because I'm not just an artist, or I don't even claim to be an artist. I am a spiritualist. I've been known as a psychic. I've been known as an astrologer. I do many different things and I carry many different hats. But I love to create. That's my thing. I love to create and I love to connect with people. I love to connect with source, divine, spirit, whatever you call it. And bring that and connect and have that connection. I'm using the word connection a lot with others, which I find is very important. It is one of those desires that I have to get people into what I'm calling the divine algorithm. Now, if somebody else has used that term, I might have heard it from them. I'm not sure. But it's one of those wordings that has come to me that I feel is unique and is special because we are in such a digital age, an AI age. And one of the premises for what I'm doing, ooh, that sounds very ominous, is to get people connected. And I have 13 to 14 people. It's one of those things for me when somebody's canceled, I'm just like, for whatever reason, that's fine. It's, not knowing if people are going to resubscribe each month. I use Square. I don't know if that's the right one to be using. I used it because I got paid right away. My subscriptions are like $12 a month. So I don't know if something I have to investigate. Does Square send them a notification each month, seeing if they'll resubscribe? Where Stripe automatically will charge them. So it's one of those things, which one do I use? So that is where I'm at. I might end up switching over to Stripe, and those that are on Square can stay on Square kind of thing, and then move over to Stripe. It's one of those processes that everything needs a subscription, right? So there's some kind of subscription or some kind of fees, and all of that does add up when you're trying to start another income stream, a little wee income stream from what I normally do. One of the things I have noticed in the last little while is to pay to get a full reading for me. Not a lot of people, I don't know, for whatever reason, don't, or they can't afford. And I'm wanting to broaden my audience, not for readings, but my energy feels really towards the snail mail and connecting people through that. And my connection through the snail mail is just to chronicle my journey as a person coming into more of the wise woman age, and still being able to tap into the whimsical, magical maiden that's within me, you know? And I think sometimes we forget that. We forget about that lovely little whimsical part of ourselves because I don't know, is there an expectation that we are supposed to act a certain way? I love those videos of those women who just dress and they're wild and crazy. That's not me. To dress really wild and crazy. I love it when other people do it. Just not me. In some ways, I'm quite conservative in a whimsical, magical way. Yes. Conservative, yet whimsical and magical. And I want to bring that authenticity to a generation that knew what snail mail was. A generation that knows that, yeah, it's really cool to get something nice in the mail. And that's where I'm at. And that's where I'm going. So right now, I'm just taking some time outside, connecting, and my next step is to step into the new and the crazy. And hopefully you can join me along this journey. I've already sent out August's. And if you want, you can still join for August. If you join now, you can still join for August and then be set up for the next month, which is the September one, which is the magical back to school. So my themes are magical. My theme could be a little bit of the astrology and bringing in the cray-cray of the shenanigans of the planets, because I do love astrology. I love the full moon and the new moon and the energies that it brings. And as we are entering into a new phase into this world, into a world that is different, I want to bring in something that is calming, and getting us into stickers and bookmarks and crazy recipes from Mr. Tracy. And maybe you could download a Spotify list that I create with my son, and just to have something fun and whimsical in your life. There you go. So we'll talk to you soon. Hi, got another order in. So I'm making another bookmark. So Mod Podge the front. Now I'm going to Mod Podge the back. I already did one coat on there, but I feel, if I can open this, my Mod Podge. Ooh, it's very, it's very gooey. Gooey. Ooh. Okay. Very gooey. That's gross. So, taking this, and I do wet. I have these little sponge ones, and I got these really cheap at the dollar store, whole package. They say that it's like a one and done, but I always I always keep them until they actually just die. So, and that just gives you a smoother finish on here instead of using a paintbrush, right? And if there are any bubbles or anything like that, you could take the bubbles out. Now, don't be afraid to use a lot of the Mod Podge on here, because it's going to dry clear. And I know sometimes people are sort of afraid, oh no. So, and then that's it. It's done. Oh, gotta get the very tip of it. And then what I do is I have a little area that I just sort of lay it on there to dry. This just wipes up. I just wipe it up and clean it off. Because my clipboard I use for so many things. There you go. Right now my cat has my area. I'm going to just let her stay there. She injured her paw. She seems fine and everything, so no worries, but just to allow her to have my chair is fine. My area, and I'm just going to sort of pan around here. Whoop. It's kind of organized, but it's kind of a mixture of stuff. So there's the printer I have, and I really don't like my printer. My printer kind of sucks. It doesn't give very good color. It's a very basic printer. I bought it because it was cheap, and my other one stopped working because I didn't have proper ink, and you have to use proper ink in your printers now. The reason being is that there's a little code on top, a little digital thingy on top of your ink now, and if it's not their brand, it can mess up your printer. That's what happened. So no biggie. Still got the printer. Probably if I got that ink, it would work. But I have, I don't know if it's a, I don't know, some kind of when it comes to electronic stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, you know. So anyways, I got a cheap one. But I am saving up, and I do want the Espion one that has the refillable ink. And what I have with my research online with other YouTubers and artists, that's what they use, and they find it absolutely fabulous. The ink has lasted quite a long time, and the results, especially those who are artists, love it. So because I'm creating more stickers and I'm wanting to create something that brings in that vibrancy, you know, to it, I've been working on the new recipe for September. And with that recipe, I've kind of sketched out, anyways, did a little jar thingy, but I want to make sure that, jar thingy, I know, such technical terms I use, but because the pieces are like deep fried pieces of dough. I know that sounds gross, but actually it's a Trinidadian dish that is quite yummy and sweet because it's September and I'm thinking of back to school. What do you want when you come home, kind of thing, you know, or something to put in a little sweet treat in your lunch bag. So I have that, and so I'm trying to do up a picture, but I do it on Canva. So that's how I do things. Canva can be limited because you got to use their stuff. That's what I'm using, their stuff. And then I want to be able to sort of scan and then scan it in to Canva, but that doesn't scan very well, and it's a whole process right now. So I'm not going to get into the whole process, but that is one of the things that I am creating and I'm doing in order to make my snail mail, I know, a lot more whimsical and magical and beautiful for you all. All right, talk to you soon. So that was a brief look at some of the things I do during the day. Well, from the bookmark, looking at recipes for next month, and Steve approving the recipes and saying, yep. And to just looking at different artwork and creating different artwork and stickers. I have a few stickers that, for my whimsical idea for September. And you've all seen the stickers for August, right? Have you? Hold on, let me take a look. I love watercolor. So my stickers are, well, upside down. So they're little themed, and my theme for August was Easy as Sunday Morning, because we're easing back into our routines. But until then, we're going to take a little bit of time and enjoy the rest of summer.